Hello everybody and welcome back. It is once again Jackson and Nicholas here for you guys today, but this time we are switching over to that gold roster, Last time around we had that green roster who was, looking to play Ole Miss white, but looks like we were going to come through with a DQ for the side of Ole Miss, and that's going to advance your St. Clair Saints green roster over to winners round number 2, as well as the gold roster as they came through with a bye here. So both teams for St. Clair currently in winners round 2. And, we're looking to get this gold game underway with KSU Silver. KSU Silver, I believe, had a DQ as well,
Yep.
I think. Yeah, so
Yep.
none of these teams have played a game quite yet. And vice versa, we are looking to go live with that green stream here soon on Saints Gaming CA2. So stay tuned for that if you're looking to watch the green roster. But for the rest of the day, this will be gold roster focused for the Saints Gaming CA channel. So once again, Saints Gaming CA2 to go and head over and catch that green roster. It is not live quite yet, but it will be very momentarily. So stay tuned for that one. But here we are. CRL qualifiers. St. Clair Saints Gold versus KSU Silver. Realistically, I don't want to be blunt about it, but this should be a pretty quick series. Like St. Clair Saints Gold, I feel like is going to have a skate through until minimum quarters. Or actually, the round 3. Round 3, we had I think it was, there's 2 really solid teams there.
Yeah.
So, but as of for now, St. Clair Saints Gold, heavy favorites here in this matchup.
I would assume so, but again, I haven't seen KSU play. I don't know if they have multiple teams, if KSU Silver is their secondary team or whatnot. So, and again, who knows? A big upset could come out of this game. And moving on, we could be surprised at the end of this. But what are your predictions for this game?
I'm just gonna say just Saints 3-0, right? I mean, I'm not too shocked on that one. I'm just basing that purely off of seeding, right? I mean, I really shouldn't be doing that, but just looking at things seeding wise, it just puts things so much in a Saints favoritism that it's really hard not to say anything other than a kind of a 3-0 at this point in time. But we're gonna see this roster get underway. Your St. Clair Saints Gold versus KSU Silver. Let's get things going here. It's going to be game 1 of the day, Kermit, and game 1 of a long day of that. Comp is looking to find that first goal there, but the shot block is there, and I don't even know how we're going to pronounce that guy's name because all it is a little star.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually how to pronounce that, but, Saints are looking to start off early, but the defense making sure that Saints don't use their fourth player, my bad. And that's going to be a shot on goal, and Jay's going to sneak that in early on.
Nice little slide shot there from Jay to put the lead up 1-0 for your St. Clair Saints Gold. Within the first 40 seconds or here, so the defense from KSU was close there, but just not enough. Very good effort nonetheless, and St. Clair Saints Gold kicking off early, kind of just as we kind of expected here, though, to be completely honest. But it is going to be KSU looking to immediately fight back and, try to keep their spot in the winner's bracket here. But just like that, Jay going to tip off another one there, and he's going for the minute-long hat trick here right away. He's got 2 goals in his first 47 seconds, I believe that was. And, so St. Clair Saints Gold just going to take that early lead here in this game number 1, and they're just looking to try to already go to round 3. I already see round 3 in their eyes.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, that was 8 seconds from the first goal, so again, who knows? That's going to be just wide of the net, pretty wide there, and Spoot's going to go off the roof here, trying to get a shot, but doesn't register the flip reset.
Yeah, so Comp going to be playing off in the midfield now, yeah, but didn't register that flip reset. It kind of just looks so funny. He's just rolling around in front of the net with the ball rolling beside him. But yeah, it is going to be Comp firing shot as well. And the thing with KSU so far that I've noticed early throughout this game is that KSU is more or less, playing defense and being able to find their own opportunities to go out and score here. Every time they try to go out and score, St. Clair shuts them down in midfield before it even gets to St. Clair half. Time in possession here throughout this early game hasn't been too far in favor of KSU's favor, but they have limited to St. Clair to 2 goals as of now, which in my opinion is fairly good considering how much offensive pressure that the Saints have had so far.
Yeah, the Saints have dominated so far in the offensive pressure on the offense, and I mean every time KSU tries to clear it, it's just right there. And Jay looking for the hat trick, but a big save by.
Yeah, I can't pronounce.
I did not catch his name there. My bad.
One of the 3 players on KSU is just unpronounceable. we're just hoping we're trying our hardest out here, guys. Bear with us. But KSU, great shot there from Pasaduco. But Comp says, no, not today. And that's going to be St. Clair maintaining that 2-0 lead for about 2.5 minutes throughout this game now, halfway through. And KSU still holding St. Clair at a 2-goal lead, which considerably is pretty good for KSU right now. It keeps themselves in this game, you know, making it still very winnable and still lots of time left to play. Xeon going to be blocking off that shot there, sending it to Saints territory, and now looking to follow it up with a shot of his own. And that is more aggressive pushes, and, you know, you just don't want to see the triple commit from KSU right now. That's the one thing I don't want to see. You know, you're holding Saints to a 2-goal lead. Don't give that up. Comp flying it through, not going to go though, sends it right off to the corner, and KSU is now battling.
Yeah, Jay's going to give himself, looking for the double touch there, but not quite, and Comp making sure it doesn't go out in front of the net there, but KSU going to have a chance here, and Sudoku is going to try and get some there, and the Star almost gets a shot, but that was a big save by Jay.
Yeah, these shots are not bad from KSU. I mean, they're just great saves from the side of St. Clair, but that's going to be Comp put one away here now as well to advance St. Clair to a 3-0 scoreline. About 3 minutes and 10 seconds into this game here, and that builds a little bit more of a cushion for themselves here as we do head more towards this end game. Puts a lot more pressure on KSU to have to score more goals and score them more efficiently and quicker. So not going to be easy for KSU to try to come through and win this game one. Definitely still going to be winnable though.
Yeah, it's definitely winnable, and it's still in reach, but they definitely need to score pretty soon, as that's just a gorgeous shot on goal, and it goes barred down. Jay's going to catch it in there.
He's looking for his Hattie.
Slippery set, does not touch it, and it's on the line, and KSU clears it out, but that's another shot on goal, and Spoods puts it away for a 4-0 lead.
KSU was ready for Jay's shot there to just drop it down, but I mean, you see Spooch just, all right, he's like, Jay, drop it down. They're going to push it out of the net, and I'm just going to play the rebound, and it's all mine then. So that's exactly what we see come through. Your St. Clair Saints, 4-0 lead here, 3.5 minutes into things, and I'd say if you're KSU here now, you're getting quite concerned about the scoreline and the time that is remaining here on the clock. They were playing a good defensive show, but Comp going to connect on another there. That's going to be his second as well. And we see a 5-0 scoreline here right now. 2 for Jay, 2 for Comp, 1 for Spoots. The guys are firing here very early in this. Actually, it's not really very early in the morning, very early in the afternoon. And they're looking to get things going. It's gamer hours out here, though. Come on now, Clair.
That was a great read by Spoots in that play. He read that, which made it a center, and then Comp's just like, yeah, I'll put this away for another goal for me. And Saints going to continue with the pressure, and Jay's going to get a center here. Spoots going to catch it. That's a little pass off to Jay, but nothing quite there to end off. But again, KSU trying to find something to go into game number 2 with a little momentum.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, all it takes is one goal. We've said it time and time again, and, you know, all it takes is one goal to just build a little bit of a fire underneath yourselves to try to get things going. And Spoods, though, going to say, no, I'll find a second for myself. So all of those Saints players now with 2 goals, they're all looking good. They're all feeling pretty happy about themselves here right now. We are at an under minute remaining, so I feel like at this point in time, if you're St. Clair, you kind of just want to run this clock down a little bit, you know. Make enough time for yourselves to run and maybe take a wash and break in between games or something like that, right? So you just want to kind of get this clock down. You kind of just want to end things out here, because seeing the scoreline right here, KSU, I feel like the biggest thing that KSU has to do right now is to keep their head up if they do want to try to win this one. But St. Clair's head right now is so high up because they are so confident about this play. They're so confident about these early rounds of these CRL qualifiers, and it's really coming through in their play.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, KSU has had amazing shots and almost close goals. And I mean, a little bit more digging, I think they could score a couple. And I mean, defense, if you can keep the Saints down to 2 or 3 goals, I think you can easily win these.
If they can distract the Saints goalies a little bit more, they have the great shots. I completely agree with you there. Shots are immaculate right now from KSU, but you just need to see a little bit more goalie distraction, and that's what we see. KSU gets on the board late in this game. 6 seconds remaining. Yes, it may not be winnable for KSU, but all it takes is that one goal to find that momentum, find that little bit of rhythm here. You see Masaroku in the chat. Let's go, Comp. Nice one, Spoots. Nice shot. Let's go, guys. Round of applause. So that is going to be KSU. You know, getting one on the board. They do got that one there. So clock's going to be running down here now slowly. Ball, as soon as that touches the ground, game 1 will be calling it to a T. And now, just like that, another late goal, maybe? No, and that is going to be your St. Clair Saints gold roster taking game 1 over KSU, 6-1, and now leading the series 1-0. And quick reminder, all these series are best of 5s here now, I believe, into qualifying games.
Yeah, and I mean, Saints, absolute domination on the offense there. But again, KSU had their offensive pressure, and they had some gorgeous shots, so moving forward, I think KSU, they need to play a little bit better defense, but other than that, if they can push these goals in and force these in the net, I think they can win to pull a game out of the series.
See, personally, I think KSU is absolutely trying their hardest on defense right now. And, you know, it's just that Saints offense that's a little, like, too much right now. However, I do feel like there just needs to be more.
And that's exactly what they needed. Zion scores to open up.
What? Did none of the Saints
scoring? That is just
can't miss the ball.
Kickoff. Yeah, that's a bad kickoff from the Saints, and KSU. This is exactly what they needed.
Okay, well, that's an interesting start, I guess. KSU and I was back-to-back goals, actually. So here we go. But yeah, the St. Clair Saints green roster, I mean, they came through. KSU, they needed to distract the goalie there. That wasn't exactly distracting the goalie, but it did work out well. Just a poor kickoff on Saints' end. So here we are. And, you know, it's going to be that 1-0 lead for KSU here right now. Just looking to continue with that one forward. But that is a bar-down shot for Clair. And the teammate puts it in from KSU. That is very upsetting if you are from South KSU. You look at this. You see Comp come through, hits the crossbar, goes down, and it's Zion. Yeah. Zion was not anticipating that ball to be right there when he was driving by the front of the net. Just like that, clips the corner of his vehicle. And now it is a 1-1 scoreline. And only 25 seconds into things, already being 1-1. Way more of an interesting game so far in this one than we did see last game.
Yeah, if you're KSU, you're
KSU?
Yeah, KSU. If you're KSU, you're putting that goal behind. It's definitely unfortunate, but you're still 1-1. You're still tied. So, and you scored on the Saints early. So, I mean, if you can play some good defense, make good contact with the ball, and clear it, I honestly think they can, you know, score a couple more. That's going to be a shot on goal, and Spooge is going to put that from downtown.
Oh, yeah. Way from downtown, Kermit, and that is going to be your St. Clair Saints taking that 2-1 lead here, and still under a minute through this game. So we're getting a lot of quick goals here. Very offensive pressured game here coming through, and I'm sure the Saints are fine with that right now, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm sure the Saints are a little bit more confident in their offensive capabilities here over KSU's right now. At KSU, I agree with you though. They do, if they want to win here, they got to play the defensive wins games, right? You know, or sorry. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. And if KSU wants to qualify, they have to play that defense. But they're having a tough time here now. But never mind. That's Pazudoku scoring and tying things up for KSU. I'm not sure what's happening in the Saints backline, but that should have been almost a little bit more routine, I feel like, for them.
Yeah, that's just a misrotation on St. Clair then. But that is, I mean, KSU, this is exactly what they need in this game.
Oh, for sure.
You keep it a tie game, or you keep it a one-goal game, moving on later in this round, or later in this game, and it's still tied. Who knows? It's still anybody's game, and KSU, again, could pull a huge upset here.
Yeah, so it's going to be the Saints now trying to put this one back into the offense here, and that's a good little redirect from up above. Like, that was just such a clean, like, how the ball changed directions. Like, look at this. Okay, it's just absolutely floating. Spoots, whole different angle on the ball. He puts spin on it, sends it way towards that mid-corner area, kind of, and that's going to put the Saints back in the lead here. Only by 1, though, which honestly to me is quite surprising here right now. Seeing 5 goals come through and only 3 of them being there for the Saints, a little bit surprising to me, to be completely honest, but we are a minute and a half through this thing here now. KSU still has lots of time to answer back, but so do the Saints, and that's a problem there for the side of KSU. You know, the Saints still have lots of time to get their offensive going, and there's another shot on net just like that. It will be sent way back out from KSU, and immediately to an offensive play. Oh my God! They just took that coast to coast.
Yeah,
that was literally okay. They were riding this along this whole time, going and going and going, putting the pressure on. Zion comes through after the center, and boom, there it goes, smacks it, and KSU ties it up. And honestly, KSU playing great here right now, but at the same time, St. Clair is making a good amount of mistakes.
Yeah, St. Clair right now is making more mistakes than we're absolutely used to, but KSU, don't get me wrong, KSU is absolutely looking good on the offense, and Comp is going to give Saints the lead again, being 4-3. We're not even 2 minutes into this game.
You can tell both these teams are so offensive here, right? I mean, like you said, right? 4-3, 7 goals. 3 minutes in. We are getting more than a goal every 20 seconds. You know, I look at my watch every time, and next thing you know, it's another goal on the board. So, yeah, it's going to be St. Clair in favoritism here by a goal as of right now. However, it's just KSU that's answering back immediately every time. The offense is looking good from all parties right now, so let's see how things continue to go like this way. And nearing approach of the halfway mark here now, and Spoods will be finding another there, and that's going to be his hat trick. He's got 3 of the 5 so far, and he is now going to advance St. Clair to a 2-goal lead. I believe this is one of the first 2-goal leads of this game, sorry. And St. Clair really looking to take this 2-0 series lead and just provide them such a head start, in the series. We've said it over and over all throughout this whole summer, throughout the fall. Taking a 2-series lead in a best-of-5, no matter what esport title it is, makes it so much more impactful for your team to have that confidence and, just having to win one of the next 3 games.
Yeah, and I mean, you're down by 2. You still got over half the game left right now. And I mean, you score 1 here within a minute. I think that gives you a lot of time, as Saints going to have a little bit of pressure here, but Zayon definitely gets a clutch clear, and they're going to try and start something here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, just a little over 2 minutes here remaining on this clock, and Saints still on the offense, and here's a good setter for Comp, but not going to go just a little too high, and Spoots now going to be playing the back line from the midfield, trying to answer back for it, but not going to work out too well, and a little bit of a shamble through midfield, and this is actually going to result in the goal for KSU. Pizadoko back with another, and this is once again a 1-goal game. What a matchup do we have on our hands here, Kermit. Under 2 minutes remaining. 1-goal game. KSU, massive game for the series. And, I mean, everything comes down here. Round 2 of CRL qualifiers, and I am feeling it today, Kermit.
Yeah, and I said they needed to score within a minute to have, like, a better chance, and they scored within 35 seconds. So I think their odds are good here to score another one before, again, but you have to score before St. Clair scores another goal. So you have to play defense just as much as offense, but right now their offense is looking phenomenal.
Oh, for sure. So, I mean, at this point, it's a big game, right? Because, you got to play that defense, but you also have to play the offense, and both teams have to play that way. KSU, they cannot allow the Saints to find another goal. Saints can't allow KSU to find a goal. So, I mean, it's a big game of offensive, defensive, but Klopp will go for the hat-trick. And here's St. Clair Saints now going to be leading 6-4 over KSU. And that's a big goal to find at this point in the game. I was just talking about how both teams need to play that very aggressive defense and the very aggressive offense. Saints going to find a goal, now leading by 2, not allowing KSU to have a whole lot of time to try to answer back here a little bit. This might now result in the Saints playing a little bit more of a defensive pressure now that they have a little bit more of a cushion.
Yeah, I still wouldn't play too much defense just because the offensive pressure from KSU. They have good offensive pressure when they get it, so I do honestly think that when they do have their opportunities, they can take advantage of that. So St. Clair has to keep it in KSU's end. And, I mean, right now,
there it is.
Jay gonna finally get on the board for the Saints and lead 7-4.
Both of his other teammates have hat tricks, and he's like, guys, just let me get on the board, man. Like, come on, give me a break. So Jay will find one there finally here in this one. 63 kilometers coming off his car there, so pretty nice little shot there close up to the net, but it's going to be 7-4 here now for the Saints, and if you're KSU, you got to score about a goal every 16, 17 seconds, and that's not an easy task by any means right now, so KSU definitely going to have a hard time. If Saints just played a very good defense setup right now, KSU just isn't able really to come through with this win. So I think that's what we might see from the Saints here, as you do see all 3 players stacked up on that defensive line. Jay just trying to get like a nice little quick clear, maybe find some more goals for himself or something along those lines here right now. But as of now, it's a 7-4 game, and now under 30 seconds remaining, this one's looking pretty solid here for the Saints.
Yeah, I mean, you need to score 3 goals in 20 seconds. It's not probable. So there's a lot of things to take out of this, and Jay's gonna force that in. He needs one more for the hat trick. Maybe it's something he can get in the next 14 seconds.
Yeah, nice little goal there from him. And it's going to be Jay just knocking it in top corner. I love using that backboard. I love seeing players use that backboard, knock them in. 14 seconds remaining. KSU and St. Clair, I mean, it's just, you just got to kind of get this clock to run out at this point in time. I mean, you can't score 4 goals in 14 seconds. It's nearly impossible here. And so we are going to see the side of St. Clair Saints take this game number 2 and lead this series 2-0. One more game away from heading to winners round number 3 here, Kermit. So, a lot of action still to go for the day, but, maybe only one more game for this series as it's already 2-0 for the Saints.
There's a lot of great things KSU did, and especially play on St. Clair's level that game. They played phenomenal defense and offense, and, I mean, you put up 4 goals. You have to be so confident going into that 3rd game that I think they can maybe pull off this win. Yeah,
for sure. So we are looking ahead into game number 3 here. However, I think that the players think it's like best of 3 as of now because, I mean, all of the players from KSU just said they are best of 3. They're best of 3. Saints won it. Saints win it. Okay, so never mind, guys. Your St. Clair Saints will take that one, and we are going to winners round number 3 here now. So stay with us. But yeah, KSU put up a really good fight in that second game there and really put the pressure on the Saints. So now it is going to be, you know, that 2-0 win here for the Saints. So sorry about the misconfusion, guys, for that one real quick. A little bit of a problem on our back end here, but no concerns and all. The Saints will still close things out, and now it will be looking to move forward here. So we are going to play either York or Auburn here in our next matchup as we head into number 3. And so that means Auburn won that tough matchup we saw in the, I think it was like C group or something. It wasn't, yeah. Either way, it was they won that touch matchup.
We can have a look at the bracket. We can have a look at an updated bracket right here. If it's
possible. Yeah, I'm not 100% if it's possible 100% right now, but it is going to be that St. Clair Saints Gold Rusher advancing around number 3. And like he was saying, Auburn or York playing each other for the CRL qualifiers. We are getting more in-depth in this bracket here now. And yeah, so York and Auburn are just looking to finish up their series. They should be minutes away from closing things up over there. Auburn 2-0ing Northwestern and York 2-0ing FIU Gold. Obviously, KSU coming through with a DQ, but then getting 2-0 from your St. Clair Saints. So you head into winners round 3 here, not long away. And if you look, there's more stuff happening in that lower of the bracket too. You know, everything's moving pretty smoothly here today. Matches are getting progressed, and that's exactly what we like to see, right? Already in winners round 3, and you know that's pretty far in this bracket out here already. If it's, you know, we're only an hour, not even an hour throughout the day.
Yeah, and you know what? If you look a little bit farther up the bracket, if we do beat Auburn or York Esports, moving on to that winners round 4. It looks like we're waiting on the results of University of
I think it's Delaware.
Delaware, okay.
I think.
Oh, yeah, it would be Delaware. And UMass. So, again, good teams there. So,
yeah, we'll see, right?
Well,
I mean, this group, this pool, this whole tournament, packed with good teams here. So, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to see how things play out here, but not going to be long till we send this one to a quick little break for you guys as we do get things over and now ready to go for this next matchup here. So, we're going to send it to a quick little break. We're going to get things ready behind the scenes. We're going to get everything set up here. So, stay tuned with us, guys. My name's Jackson Pride Brown, joined alongside Nicholas Kermit Malash. We'll be back with you guys for Winners Round 3. Stay with us.